Hey everybody, it's Dan Sfera at www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com, where
And
we discuss clinical trials in plain English.
this is Don Walters from the same website.
Yeah, the other guru. So today we want to talk about those of you who are participating in a clinical trial, or those of you who are in the middle of a study right now, or even if you're thinking about joining a study. Um, what should you do if you're experiencing what you believe to be a side effect of the study medication or the study drug? What should you do? We've had interactions with people, not at my company, but on the internet. I did a post before, and you can just search it on the blog. What would be a good keyword for that one? Just put study participant. You should find it. It was his experience. He was in a restless leg study at some company in New York, and they never asked him if he had side effects, and he did. He had a lot of side effects that he could have reported, and the research clinic should have reported for the purpose of obtaining the data for a study, because that's the purpose of doing clinical trials, is to record all these side effects. So because he wasn't asked, he didn't tell. And we feel like that, like there's a lot more of that going on. We don't think that's an isolated case. We think that's going on a lot. And we're going to tell you what to do if you are experiencing a side effect or what you believe to be some type of interaction with the study medication that you're receiving. So, Don, what would you tell your
Well,
patients?
first of all, if I could start from this point, I know that that does happen. At least I know of cases that happen. I was talking to a gentleman that had done a phase 1 study, and he told me that first of all, he's done numerous studies, and he's saying that this one phase 1 study he was in, that he said, gosh, it was very difficult, and that he felt very ill. But he said, man, I got through it though. And I said, well, didn't you tell anybody? And he said, well, no one asked. And I feel that, as long as they didn't ask and I could get through it, then, I did it. Because, obviously he was doing it for the money. And that's another reason we have to be on top of what's going on with these clients. Because let's face the fact, most of them are doing it for the money. We do have some that may do it for the money, and they do it for reasons of trying to find a better medication, and also equally or more important is to help find a better medication for anyone that's going to end up with that illness. But this guy, he didn't want to lose out on getting that money. What he doesn't realize, he may have not have been discharged from that study had he told that he was feeling side effects. And what I had expressed to him that it's very important to let the coordinators or the doctor or whoever you're working with know if you're feeling anything. It doesn't mean you're going to be discharged from the study, but they have to make note of that so that this medication can be, properly adjusted or worked with, or however you want to refer to it. But the bottom line is that you need to let the people that you're working with in those clinical studies, you have to let them know what's going on. And let them know if you're feeling ill or if you have any kind of symptoms or anything that's going on with you. You need to let them know.
And that's a good point, Don. A lot of people are scared that if they tell the research staff that they're experiencing something, that they're going to be withdrawn from the study, and they may not want to do that. Well, you're not. It's very rare that you'll be withdrawn from a study. The only time you're withdrawn from a study is if the interaction is serious and unexpected, and that would require hospitalization or something that would put your safety in grave danger. But as far as getting like dizziness or headache or inability to sleep or even weight loss, um, they're not going to withdraw you from the study. They're just going to record that, and if enough people report those side effects, you know, once the drug is approved, if it is approved, other people will know what some of the side effects may be. So it's very important that you guys be honest about what you're experiencing and don't be scared about being withdrawn from the study. I know some of you guys go through great efforts to get put in a study, and a lot of these people are having hard times finding studies. So once they're in, they don't want to mess anything up.
Right.
But that defeats the purpose of being in a clinical trial because we're supposed to record that data.
You know. So, and I think equally important, I think something that Dan touched on too. you're also you're cheating the whole essence of the study if you're not letting people know what's going on. It's important to let them know. And I understand the money's important, but your health and your life is more important than money, because if you're injured, what good is the money? If you die, what good is the money? So I mean, you want to take care of yourself. And the whole purpose of us conducting these studies is the fact that we're trying to collect data, and then getting the data is important in and reporting the actual data that's going on, so that we'll know if this is a good medication or not a good medication.
Yep. So it's important, just report your side effects to the study staff, and you probably won't be withdrawn from the study. I mean, unless your life is in grave jeopardy, or it's serious and unexpected and it requires hospitalization. Otherwise, you're just helping future people out. If you keep those things to yourself, we may not know that the drug causes such and such side effects. So, anyways, this is Dan and Don signing off from www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you.